Great morning. Happy Sunday. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Okay. Today I woke up and that was one of the verses that was on my mind. I wrote down my dreams, which really I dreamed a lot, but I can only remember a little bit of it. After that, I read my Bible. After that, I took a shower, got dressed, did my lashes, attempted to do my hair because I'm getting my hair done today. So, there's not really much that I needed to do today. And then I went out and I did my meditation outside today. So that's something new in my morning routine. And I wanted to go outside because one time I did my meditation in the car when I was about to head out. I just rolled the windows down because I just heard the birds chirping. And I absolutely love hearing the birds chirp. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take a chair out there and I'm going to just go do it outside. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up going and doing it outside in nature. So what I really loved about being outside today and doing my meditation was closing my eyes. When I close my eyes, you could just feel the wind hit your face. Like you can hear the birds over here, you can hear the birds over there. Like you start to hear even the squirrels. Like you start to just hear all of the animals just moving around, right? And I heard like a squirrel moving and it was actually further away than where I was, but I just thought that was so amazing how those senses get heightened, right? Like my hearing was just so elevated. I already feel like I can hear very far anyways, but it just seemed even more elevated in that moment. And so I remember like as I was sitting out there, I was just like, it's cold. And then I just heard, but it could be colder. And to me, I really enjoy a nice like moment like that because it's so great to always be in the perspective switch. This is something that I talked about in my book, Navigating Life in Uncertainty, is just being able to like nip it in the bud and switch your perspective right there. It's kind of like a light bulb moment for me, right? And so when I said that, like, it's cold, but it could be colder, it made me just start to be so thankful. And I just was like, thanking God, like, you know what? Thank you, God, for allowing me to be out here and taking in your creation. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you for allowing me to even be in this cold moment right now, right? And, it's like, it's the little things that we forget to just thank God for, like, and that moment right there was something that I was like, I have to absolutely take the time and be thankful for. It's cold, but it could be colder. And similarly, you can look at that in any situation and, like, oh, this was terrible, but it could be worse. There's always a could be scenario. So I was very thankful for that. And I'm very glad that I did go out there and do the meditation out there today because, yeah, like normally I would just do it inside or I would just do it in my bed before I go to bed. Like, but I forced myself to get out and do something that I normally would not do, which was to be outside and do it when it was a little cold. So I definitely think I want to start continuing to incorporate that. I don't know that I would do that every single day. I would love to do it every single day. But it does take a lot of time, I would say, like trying to get outside, get my chair outside. Even though I have chairs outside, I wanted a different and more sturdier chair. But I don't know. I don't want to make excuses either because if I feel called to do it, if God is leading me to do it, I'm going to do it. Like, I don't want to ever make excuses and I don't want to ever limit myself to something that I know that I probably could do that probably would even help my mental even more. And I can definitely see it being something that I do on those days when it's like the sun is rising and you got that sun hitting your face. Yeah. So yeah. But nevertheless, today is off to a great start, like did my power hour morning routine outside of working out because I'll start back working out tomorrow. I want to really keep my working out to like 5 days a week, if that. I just don't want to get burnt out because I'm working on so much. But also, I'm doing this 100-day challenge and we're into day 3 of the challenge. And I just want to make sure that with this challenge, I'm staying focused, and I'm also giving myself the freedom to move around and stuff like that. Like, I remember before I started the challenge, I was a little scared, like, oh my gosh, I'm really doing this. I'm really committing to this. And I was already posting every single day, but it was like, man, I'm gonna really have to post every single day. Like, I'm gonna have to really show up every single day. I'm really gonna have to highlight the things that I'm doing to lock in until the summer, right? So, what does that include? It includes a healthy activity every single day. So, yesterday I did the 18-6 fast, highlighting how I do that. And today I'm going to focus on the power hour morning routine, what that looks like for me. So, yeah. But all in all, I'm feeling really good about today. I'm feeling great about today. I'm feeling great. I'm usually feeling great about every single day. And I'm feeling great about the challenge too. And I think that it's going to be really good. And I'm just really, I don't have any type of structure. I'm just showing up. I'm just like, whatever is I'm being led to do, whatever I feel called to do in this is how I'm going to show up, and I'm going to do it. So today I'll be leaving the bob behind and going to get braids. So that's also happening today. And yeah, I think that is it for today. Honestly, it should be a pretty easygoing and chill day, all in all. So I'm very excited. And I'm also excited to watch my sermon and see what that's about and see what I could take away from that. And yeah, going back to this is the day the Lord has made, the last thing that I want to say is I had, made my tweet of the day because I've been trying to do a daily tweet, especially incorporating God, because I just feel like the people need that. And so I I had that stuck in my head, and I remember feeling like, man, like I need another verse. Like, what? I can't keep saying the same verse over and over again because I tend to get stuck on the same verses because they resonate deeply with me. Like, when I say this is the day the Lord has made, let us rejoice and be glad in it. Like, I always emphasize how it did not say be sad in it. It said be glad in it. So I always try to emphasize that because we have to understand, like, this is what God is telling us to do. This is how God is telling us to live our lives. Um, but I remember feeling like, dang, I should probably learn some other verses. Like, I could do a better job of this. And it's so crazy because I'm reading the Bible, and one of the verses of the day, I have it pulled up right here. It is I was reading in my Bible plan. I happen to be in Psalm 70, and it says, "Let all who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. And let those who love your salvation say continually, let God be magnified." And I just smiled because I was like, sometimes I think we tend to beat ourselves up about things. And, the verse that I'm citing is actually from Psalms, I believe 118:24 is what I believe I wrote in here. It's in my book too, y'all. So let me make sure that I'm citing that right. But yeah, so the verse I'm citing is, yes, Psalms 118:24. And so it's just so crazy because dang, I wrote Psalm instead of Psalms. Oh goodness gracious! I can't believe I did that. I found a typo in the book, but anyways, it's not necessarily completely wrong. But anyways, so the verse I'm citing is from Psalms 118:24. But I think it was just a good reminder as well, too. Like, this actually, even though you're only remembering this verse, this actually is also repeated in the Bible in another verse, like in Psalm 74. So 70 and verse 4. So it God always has a way of speaking to you if you allow him to, right? And so, yeah, we have to all stop being so hard on ourselves, including myself. So that's what I think was like a really good God moment for the day and a highlight of the day. So, nevertheless, that is it for me today. I am going to finish up editing the day 3 video for today, and then watch a sermon. I got a few edits to do because I'm going to try to start continuing to work on the devotional that I have coming out. And yeah, then I'll head out to get my hair done. And yeah, that'll be that. So yeah, I will see y'all on the next video. Bye bye.